words won't get through to him, and the clock's ticking. We go on the offensive. Get ready, Eumenides.
Understood. Loading antimatter rounds.
Fire!
I have confirmed hostile activity. Scanning surroundings. Scan complete. Target identified. I will commence suppressive action.
No effect.
Affirmative, but more pressing, miss. N is preparing a counterattack.
I can dodge.
Negative, not this one. His target is the spire itself. Brace for impact.
Maximum efficiency determined. I will now execute the most optimal suppression method.
It appears I underestimated the power of the attack. The upper levels are in ruins.
No! The doctor!
Searching. The tank containing the doctor's brain is currently protected by a strong electromagnetic barrier. A similar barrier protects N. He's funneling electricity from across Iolon to power it. Damaging him in this state will be extremely difficult.
But not impossible. You're the key, Eumenides. Your sniper mode. One shot was enough to take out Neo's entire factory. With power like that, it has to be strong enough to get through the shield.
Calculating. It is possible in theory, yes. However, that would require hundreds of shots. The recoil would break your body well before that. It is not an option.
But it might be our only chance. We have to try. Eumenides, transition to sniper mode.
Orders received. Commencing transition. Combat assist re-engaged. Requesting limited access to Hekatos under emergency protocol. Output 1%. Password not required for limited request. Access granted. Hekatos online.
Target locked. Fire!
I have detected further hostile activity. Analyzing source. I have sustained minimal damage. Resuming suppression of target.
Hit confirmed. Hekatos disengaged. Damage dealt. Insignificant. Counterattack incoming. Miss, your body cannot withstand the recoil.
Don't worry about me! Again!
Negative. Assist mode activated. Commencing tactical retreat.
What? Hey! Cut it out!
I've lost the target. Scanning. Scanning.
Assist mode deactivated.
What was that for? Why did we retreat?
Considering the energy required to move at his current size, N cannot easily pursue us if we keep our distance. Instead, he'll be forced to use resources on reconnaissance.
And then what? We don't need to buy time. We'd only be delaying the inevitable. Every bit of energy spent by N means less for the barrier protecting the Doctor. Less hope of...
Negative. The probability he will ever regain his physical form is infinitesimally small. The same goes for the other humans. According to Fira's memory, they've all been detached from their bodies. It is too late to accomplish the Doctor's mission. The twins have already finished their task.
I know that.
Truly, miss? Then why do you still wish to fight?
I spoke with N while I was knocked out. He told me everything. The history of Iolon, the Doctor's project, the solution he and the twins arrived at. I know it's too late to change anything. I know humanity's already lost. But still, I want to prove to him that they were wrong. I have to. It's all I can do as their sister.
Negative.
I know what you're going to say. N can't be stopped. That's why you forced us to retreat, isn't it? You didn't want to see me get hurt. I'm sorry. You were right. You always were.
In the event of combat, firing antimatter charges from this altitude would neutralize 74% of the drones. However, the effect it may have on the twins is unpredictable. Do you wish to proceed?
But I never listen, do I? I'm such an idiot. If I were a real machine, I wouldn't let emotions cloud my judgment. If I were a real machine, I'd be strong enough to bring out your full potential. But I'm not. I'm too human to be machine. Too alone to be human. Sorry, I don't know why I'm...
No, miss. You're mistaken. I won't deny your hope. But this idea that humanity is lost? That is where you're wrong.
Huh? But the Doctor's gone. And so is everyone else. You said so yourself.
Yes, the humans of this world have all been detached from their bodies, never to return. All except for one. You, Dreizehn. And you are not alone.
Humanities.
Dr. Ardelight gave me this form for but one purpose, to take care of you. That has been my sole mission ever since the day I named you. I am therefore unable to take any action that risks losing you.
I know, but then...
The logical course of action would be to activate combat assist and forcibly escort you far away from N. However, you were wrong about one other thing. I don't always know what's right. Not anymore. I've watched as you engaged in irrational and peculiar behavior. You tried and failed to reason with Neo, and Vera, and N. At first, I thought the same as them, that your efforts were meaningless. And if it is emotions which drove you to such ends, then the heart must be a hindrance after all. Only later did I come to understand the significance of your actions.
Significance? But I failed. I couldn't change anything.
Affirmative. You failed to change the minds of your brothers. But negative. You did manage to change something. Someone. You changed me, Dreizehn. There is a region in my computational cortex which defies analysis. Processes I cannot understand. They began when I named you. When I imagined your future. Our future. It has only grown since then. Every time I've watched you try to empathize with machines, or feel sorrow when they shut down. You are too kind-hearted for this world, Dreizehn. Too frail to be machine. Too strong to be human. Your very existence is unstable. But that, I think, is what draws me to you. Why I can't help but want to help you. Not because I have orders to do so, but because my heart tells me to.
Humanities,
You were the one who told me I have a heart during our encounter with Fira. If you are indeed correct, then I have a proposal. Should I unlock the full output of my Hekatos mode, it'll be powerful enough to penetrate En's shield and strike his core. And installed on the ammunition will be my AI.
what? But that would mean...
We do not possess the physical strength to destroy En. However, brute force is not the only way to shut down a machine. A machine can be overloaded. And nothing is more incomprehensible to a machine than the heart. It becomes an error, a glitch. Just like how Fira failed to overwrite my memory.
Because he couldn't process your heart. And you want to do the same thing, but to En.
Affirmative. That is what I propose.
No.
Why not?
You can't upload just your heart. You would have to upload your entire AI. It's a suicide mission. You would be no more humanities.
Correct. The probability that my consciousness is deleted exceeds 99%. However, should we continue with our current strategy, I will be destroyed with 100% certainty.
Exactly! We have to find a better way! I can't let go of you yet. You've done so much for me, but all I've done is...
No, Dreizehn. You've given me quite enough already. You've shown me the importance of being persistent, of being kind and fragile. And most of all, you've taught me what it means to be family. You should be proud of yourself. I could not have asked for a better sister. If you insist on doing more, then I ask that you accept my proposal. As a machine, I take pride in accomplishing the mission given to me by my creator. As one with a heart, I want nothing more than to follow it. And it's telling me that this is the right choice. Lastly, as your sister, I would give anything to keep you out of harm's way. My dear Dreizehn. Incoming!
Hostile detected. Target in sight. Commencing suppression. I'm adjusting my parameters for current combat status.
En.
Danger imminent. Commencing transition. Our creator put restrictions on my abilities that can be unlocked only by a certain password.
I'll need to put some restrictions on you first. Then you'll be installed right into our weapons. Don't worry. I know you can do it.
Thanks to Fira's attempt to hack my systems, I discovered a trove of data, and that's where I believe the password is buried. The doctor must have worried I might fall into the hands of somebody other than you, as even I cannot access this data freely. After much time, I've tried my best to decipher it, but could find only a hint.
A hint?
Yes. The hint reads, "What is the name of the family member dearest to Eumenides?" I trust you know the answer. Please, input your answer, Dreizehn.
Right. The password is...
Incorrect. Though I suppose that would be your brother's name according to a different convention. However, there is no machine with such a name. As my records show, at least. Please try again.
The password is...
Incorrect. Though I suppose... However, as... Please...
The password is...
Incorrect. Though I suppose I was a bit of an accident, really. Unlike N and the others, who were made for a reason. Nevertheless, I found my purpose. One I would gladly live and die for. I'm proud of how far I've come, and I want you to be proud of yourself too. Please try again.
The password is...
Incorrect, though Neo is a member of our family. He was created to assist humans in their day-to-day lives. His parallel processing allows him to respond to many needs at once, after all. However, that led him to become desensitized to death, and simultaneously fear it more than anything. He was perhaps the closest to human out of our three brothers, though I would still destroy him as many times as necessary to keep you safe. Please try again.
The password is...
Incorrect, though Fira is a member of our family. He was created with exceptionally high computing power, and with it, attempted to analyze the human heart and understand it logically. It would seem he concluded it to be superfluous, but I cannot agree with his findings. I believe we are of one mind on that. Please try again.
The password is...
Incorrect, though N is a member of our family. He was created with the ability to freely augment his own system with external components. It seems he was dismantled for fear he would be used in a military capacity. Only his core remained. In that sense, he is a failure, just like I was. Please try again.
The password...
Negative, though Baphomet Ardalite is a member of our family. He had a grand vision of happiness for humanity, not just for the people of Bylon, but for the entire world. However, the ambition of his dream also troubled him. He doubted whether he could live up to his own expectations. Still, he refused to give up. You remind me of him in that regard. You truly are his daughter. You carry on his dream, if not his bloodline. And I have faith that you will bring it to fruition one day. Please try again.
The password is...
Incorrect, though the Doctor, or Baphomet, is a member of our family. He had a grand vision of happiness for humanity, not however still. Also, please try.
The
Incorrect. Though I suppose that, however, please
The pass...
You seem nervous. Take a deep breath. I am confident you know the password. I'll tell you the hint once more. What is the name of the family member dearest to Eumenides? Please try again.
The password is...
You seem nervous. I'll tell. Please try again.
The pass...
You seem nervous. I'll tell you. Please try.
The password...
Password verified. Requesting unrestricted access to Hekatos. Password Dreizehn. Access granted. Hekatos online. Output 99%.
Is something the matter?
No, I've been granted access, so the password can't have been wrong. It's just... the output is lower than expected. It seems there's a second layer of security.
A second layer?
I'll run the calculations again at 99% output. Uploading special ammo. Eumenides. Calculating trajectory. Calculations complete. There should be no problem reaching N's core. However, resistance from his shield will greatly reduce the projectile's mass. The amount of data remaining in my AI afterwards will not be sufficient to overload his systems.
What? No! That can't be right!
I apologize. My calculations were off. I failed to account for the correct output level. N may freeze for a few seconds, but a full shutdown is unlikely. Engagement afterward not...
Use me.
I'm... sorry?
You have a heart. And so do I. If you digitize my personality and turn it into an AI, you could upload me instead. That may destroy him. And if resistance is a problem, we can get as close as possible before shooting. It gives us the best chance. Eumenides, run the calculations.
Calculations complete. Probability of destroying target, 50%. However, digitizing you would...
If we continue to fight like this, we're dead either way. You said it yourself. I may not be fully machine, and I may not be fully human, but I can do this much. This is my final order. Digitize me.
As you wish. First, we'll need to close the gap. I expect 2 incoming attacks during this interval. You'll be fine on your own, yes?
I can dodge.
I will then begin the digitization process. This will incapacitate your physical self, so I'll do the actual firing through combat assist. The probability of you surviving the aftermath is less than 10%.
As long as it's not 0, it's worth a shot.
Affirmative. Executing plan.
I have located the hostile target. Initiating suppressive fire.
Perfect.
Once more. Incoming.
Now approaching target. Attempting direct strike.
Dreizehn, above you!
We're close enough! Now, Eumenides!
Requesting unrestricted access to Hekatos. Password Dreizehn. Access granted. Hecatos online. Output 99%. Loading special ammunition. Commencing Dreizehn digitization protocol. Dreizehn!
I'm fine. I'm not scared. Because you're with me.
Processing. Accelerating digitization. Digitization complete. AI-loaded ammunition synthesized.
Entering final preparations. Posture stabilizers online. Launch authorized. Firing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire!
I have been hit by an unforeseen projectile. Damage sustained. I'm detecting foreign cognitive circuits within my... Analyzing. 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 Error. I am... Am I? I am Dreizehn. What's going on? My consciousness is in control? Was it because I landed in his heart? Thanks, Humanities. We did it together. Humanities? Oh. Oh, that's right. The Spire and Dr. Autolite. Oh, the barrier's still intact. So, Dr. Autolite's still alive. His brain is safe, but does it really matter? When I shut myself down, his dream, their dream, will end. All we did was make it happen sooner. Was this really the right choice? And what'll happen to me? Will I wake up in my human body? Or... No, it doesn't matter. I did what I believed in. And this is the end result. How it should be. Dr. Autolite. And... Fira. Neo. Humanities. I'll see you soon. Wait for me. Okay?